Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is widely considered one of the hardest, if not the hardest FNAF game outside of Ultimate Custom Night. This difficulty could be attributed to many things, like Toy Bonnie's AI just being really RNG based, or just the number of animatronics in general, that being 11 compared to FNAF 1's 4. But I didn't think that was hard enough. I decided to go fucking blind. Why did I do this to myself? The rules are pretty simple for this challenge. Keep the blindfold on. Play nights 1 through 5. That's it. Let's jump right into it. One quick note before we get truly into it. I want to thank you guys so much for getting me to 200 subscribers. It means genuinely so much to me. Thank you. People generally like to categorize the animatronics in FNAF 2 into 3 different categories. Number 1, office animatronics. Number 2, vent animatronics. And number 3, special animatronics. Night 1 of FNAF 2 actually introduces you to 1 office animatronic, 1 vent animatronic, and 2 special animatronics. The special animatronics being Toy Bonnie and the puppet. And I'm going to explain them individually based on easiest to hardest. So, easiest to deal with is Toy Freddy for sure. He's an office animatronic, which means either he'll pull down my camera, or when I pull down my camera, I'll hear this noise. And when I hear that buzzing noise, I just have to quickly pull down the mask until I don't hear it anymore, and that means he left. The second hardest character to deal with would probably be the puppet, and that's just overall for every night. I think that she can be a nuisance, but she's also not too horrible to deal with. You just keep winding the music box while it goes down. There's not too much to say about her. You'll know if you're dead when you start hearing the Jack in the Box play. But after that, Chica and Bonnie aren't too hard to deal with, in all honesty. Not on night 1, but I do think Chica is slightly harder than Bonnie on night 1, and here's why. You're listening for these vent noises for these 2 animatronics. They'll sound like this. I would say once you hear that noise 2 times, there's most likely an animatronic in your vent, but sometimes you can only hear it 1 time and they end up in the closest vent. So just be careful if you decide to do this blindfolded and just take the risk of just pulling down the mask when you hear it 1 time. But the reason I think that Bonnie is easier to deal with than Chica in this case is if you put down the mask and hold it down for a few seconds, instead of having to listen for another vent noise and just assume that's her leaving, if you keep the mask down, you'll hear Bonnie have the same buzzing sound as when an animatronic is in the room, and when you hear that go away, that means Bonnie left. That's about all I wanted to talk about for night 1. Here's how it went. By the way, I know I keep fiddling with it, I cannot see through. Is that Chica? I have to guess it's Chica. I don't know if that was me getting very lucky or what. Okay, cool. Let me know if I just missed a vent noise or something, but I'm plugging this into this. For context there, the gameplay's audio was really choppy because I was remote playing my PS5 on my computer, so I just decided to plug it into my controller so at least I could hear. I guess this is just gonna have to happen until I get a capture card though, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I think the ambience of them being close doesn't play if they're in the vents, so I'm literally just gonna listen for 2 vent noises, I guess. That was too stressful for the first fucking night! That was too stressful for night 1! Night 2 adds 3 more animatronics: Foxy, Balloon Boy, and Mangle. 2 of these animatronics you can deal with very easily, and the third one I would say you can deal with pretty easily. Let's go over Balloon Boy first, because he's the most similar to what we've seen so far, except much easier. Every time Balloon Boy moves, he'll make one of these noises.
Hello? Hi.
And when you hear one of those noises mixed with a vent noise, that means that he's entered your vents, so if you hear it twice, that means he's at the close part of the vent, which means you can put your mask on. Mangle is an interesting case, because she is really easy to deal with, but when he's on the cameras, she's the only one that can go to the prize counter, which is kind of annoying. Like, take this clip here. I can't see the screen, and when he ends up on the camera, it kind of startles me because it sounds like someone's in the office, so I get confused for a second. Which doesn't necessarily make her harder to deal with, but he is kind of a nuisance. Although she can be a nuisance in the cameras, whenever he gets to your office, it's very easy to deal with her. You'll hear this noise, and you'll just put on the mask until you don't hear that noise anymore, and then that means Mangle's gone. Night 2 also introduces the player to Withered Foxy. He's the third special animatronic. What you have to do to keep him at bay is flash him with your flashlight. If you don't flash him for too long, then you'll get jump scared. I thought he was going to be the hardest person to deal with in this run, alongside Toy Bonnie, but I was wrong, because I developed a new strategy. I'm not sure if it is in this night, so I'll wait until the next night to tell you, but just know, it involves flashing Foxy a lot. My main strategy for this game, other than when I came up with the strategy for Foxy on later nights, was simple. Wind the music up for about 4 to 5 seconds, pull down the camera and put on my mask for about the same amount of time, and if I don't hear a vent noise after I pull the mask down, that means there's probably no one in the vents, but if I do hear a vent noise, that means I probably got him to leave. That's primarily how I do this. Top it with some, flair of if I hear a vent noise, I'm more likely to put down the mask for a longer time. Oh, and spam the shit out of the flashlight to deal with Foxy for now. With that being said, here's how Night 2 went. The world felt like it was fucking shaking. Before I started editing, I didn't realize how quiet I was going to be doing this video, when I'm actually showing the gameplay, so I want you guys to forgive me for that. But Night 3 is actually a pretty easy night. The withered animatronics, other than Foxy, are all office animatronics. That means they'll put you into a blackout phase, just like Toy Freddy did in Night 1, and you'll have to put on the mask as quick as you can. The good news about that is it works very well with vent animatronics, because if you have the mask on the whole period of time and you wait a second or two longer maybe, anyone that's in the vents will have cleared out, except maybe Toy Bonnie, but normally he didn't really cause an issue. With that being said, I can explain my strategy that I talked about last night with Foxy. You may have already noticed what I'm doing, which is a little bit different than the original strategy where I pull up the camera, I wind the box, pull it down, put on the mask, and then I flash the light. What I do instead is I switch flashing the light and putting on the mask. Now why do I do this? So if I flash the light first, it makes it so that I have as long as I want to sit in the mask to nullify any vent animatronics or any office animatronics. Even if there's someone already in the office, I still have enough time to flash the light for a very, very split second, which will reset Foxy's aggression timer. That's very helpful for me, because if I can't see, I need to spend as much time as I can in the mask to get rid of the vent animatronics. And, flashing the light quicker means that I don't have to deal with Foxy as much, which means I can stay in the mask as long as I want. That's pretty much all I wanted to say for Night 3. The only other thing to mention is the fact that I'm overwinding the fuck out of the music box, but I was told that after I finished Night 3, so I changed it up later in Night 4 and 5. Also, if you made it this far in the video, maybe hit like, maybe subscribe, maybe leave a comment telling me what you liked or didn't like. It would mean a lot to me if you did any of those things. Thank you so much for watching so far. This is how Night 3 went.
I think that's Balloon Boy in vent. So let me... I think he left. Otherwise I'm fucked right now, and it's about to be Balloon Boy outside my... So now that the ambience is gone, we at least know Foxy isn't in the hallway. But just in case, I don't want to get screwed over by someone being in the vents. The killer is you. Oh, am I dead? Oh my god. Hey, Golden Freddy!
Night 4 is practically identical to Night 3. The AI value is a bit higher though, and Toy Chica isn't here. So, I don't have much to talk about at all for this night, so we can really just jump right into it.
Yeah, I think Balloon Boy has one more movement before he's here. Okay, now he's here, so that means... he left. That, or someone else went in the vents and I'm dead right now. Should be enough for everyone in the vents. Oh fuck, am I dead? Fucking yes, I'm so good at this fucking game! I'm so good at this game!
I want to mention a really weird thing I saw in the AI sheet I'm using for FNAF 2. It says on this night, Toy Freddy starts with an AI value of 5, and it just drops to 1. I don't really understand it, but I just wanted to mention that. And with that out of the way, I have some bad news, guys. I died on night 5. No! I don't know. I had only died on night 1 and night 5. I'm really surprised the second character I died to was Withered Chica, of all people. I would assume that office animatronics are the easiest to deal with. It's very disappointing. But, you know, I expected to die a lot more on this game, so I'm actually proud that I only died once. There's not much to say about Night 5. As you saw, it's very similar to Night 4 as well. It's just that Mangle and Foxy are really hard, and the Withered animatronics got a little bit harder. But that's about it. So I'm going to jump straight into the night, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. I'm dead. Fuck me. I just got hit by a fucking triple. 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Holy shit! That was not. I fucking did it! I only died twice! Holy shit!
I don't know how I did it. I'm watching this back for the first time since I streamed it. I don't know how I managed to live with the music box that little wound the entire night from 2 a.m. No clue. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you feel kind today, please leave a like and subscribe. Even comment things you like, things you didn't like. It all means a lot to me, even you just being here to watch this. Yeah, next week I should stream FNAF 3, and I'm pretty sure that game is the one that will end my mental sanity. So, I hope to see you then.